Hello and welcome to another Saturday surprise show. We're doing another Talk to Talk, guys. So with me is Billy and Cody.
Woo! Hey, everybody.
And we brought it up last week, but I thought we should actually do it, is the Mascot horrors or childhood shows that were turned into horror, either by movie or game.
It's fair, yeah.
So, the games that I want to focus on, I know you guys have not seen, but I'll just get them listed off here. And two I'm going to list off. I'm going to see if you can guess what they were trying to copy. What was the childhood show they were trying to copy?
Alright.
So first is Amanda the Adventurer.
Billy the Explorer?
Yeah.
Good one.
And Mince Hints.
Blue's Clues?
Yeah.
Jeez.
Mince Hints is a very new one that just came out. I think it just had a demo or a first chapter.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's the other thing about these indies, that they're coming out in chapters of these childhood classics turned horror.
Fair enough.
The other two that, one I hate and the other one I kind of adore. Poppy's Playtime I like, but that's a toy factory that went evil. And Garden of Banban is a kindergarten where the mascots have gone evil, I guess.
Okay.
And that's the one you hate?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's on chapter 8 and the story's got, or the lore's gotten so absurd I don't care anymore.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's fair.
Yeah. Poppy's Playtime feels like it's going towards a actual ending, and Garden of Banban seems like they're just trying to milk it for as long as they can, which I hate.
Right?
I'd rather see a developer finish their project, finish the story, and move on to another project.
Yeah, and keep it on life support.
Than try to keep it on life support indefinitely.
It's fair.
Right?
Because then you're going to start running into continuity errors, plot holes, and
Everything.
everything's just not going to make sense.
Then the players are going to be like, what are we
Playing
playing?
anymore.
Like it.
Yeah. Other horror games on this list were My Friendly Neighborhood, which is a Sesame Street horror-inspired game.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I thought there's one more, but just I'm not thinking of it at the moment. But a lot of people will point the finger at Five Nights at Freddy's for being the trend center of this.
That is fair.
Well, this has been going on before Five Nights at Freddy's, let's be honest.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, but they drove it to...
Mainstream.
Yeah.
Yeah, I will agree Five Nights at Freddy's made it more mainstream.
Because, yeah, I remember when I first started doing Five Nights at Freddy's, like, so this, like, and now I never follow gaming. I'm like, so, like, an Elm Street spin-off or something?
It's like, no.
I'm like,
Even sillier than that, Billy. What if Chuck E. Cheese was evil?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it was, you guys told me that, like, then we watched the movie, and
Yeah, then there you go.
I'm like, okay.
And I scoffed at Five Nights at Freddy's when I first heard about it. Probably until game 3 or 4, and I was like, alright, now they're just milking it for all it's worth. But then I started actually, like, seeing the game and getting into the lore, and the fan speculation alone on the lore is more than enough to keep it going.
Right?
Yeah.
I'm very invested. I don't know what's actually canon and what's fanon at this point,
Yeah,
but
Yeah.
it's all good in my book.
Right?
It's fair.
And like I said, I like the movies.
The movie's pretty good, and
I mean-
I think there's actually a second one on the works.
Yeah. You know I like it because I have a copy of it now.
Nice. Yeah, I watched it too. It was good.
So, other things were as movies, and I couldn't find great examples of movies until Cody spoke up, actually. Cody, what was the movie you suggested?
Brightburn.
Brightburn. If you have
Yes.
not heard of this is basically what if Superman was evil?
Yeah.
Or grew
Yeah.
up and turned out evil.
Yeah. It was movie.
It was a pretty good movie.
It really was.
And yes, that is an interesting take on Superman. I think actually a comic book did it. But to see it on movie, actually fully fleshed out, was kind of more entertaining.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So, and then we have not yet seen this, but Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey.
Yeah. This one was the contract.
We're trying to track it down. It's just not happening. But I am very curious to see what they've done to Winnie the Pooh.
Yeah.
And there's another one I kind of want to watch.
Yeah.
Red Riding Hood.
Okay, so this is an interesting one because you were talking about the fairy tales.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fairy tales didn't start out nice and cutesy.
No, they were dark.
Oh, I know, but I started off with the childhood ones.
Yeah, you started out with cutesy ones.
Yeah,
where
that was the dark and twisted ones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where I'm like, we kill that bastard of a wolf every fucking time he comes up.
Yeah.
Like, slit his stomach open and fill it with rocks and throw him in the lake.
Yeah.
Actually did happen. Go look it up. While he's still alive.
Ooh, now that's just beautiful.
That's yeah.
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 So, the big question is when is enough for these? What's something that's sacred from your childhood that you're like, if someone made this a horror franchise, I'd be angry?
Yeah, it's...
Or maybe you like the idea of everything now becoming horror. Is that a thing?
I mean, it changes up the whole genre a little bit.
It
Yeah,
does.
It does.
It's just a lot of this now feels samey.
Yeah,
It's true.
that's the thing. Like, they change it a little bit, but then it becomes oversaturated.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the...
Because in the indie horror genre for these, it's always one dude returning back to the place they work, the factory or whatever, and there's this huge mystery of why the factory shut down after they left,
Yeah.
and then horror happens.
Yeah.
And now they have to survive while also unraveling the mysteries.
Yeah.
And that is the general plot for, I want to say, 80% of indie horror now.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but just like with a cookie cutter plot, and
Yeah, and then
Yeah.
just...
every developer just copies the same one that just tweaks the location and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, the problem...
Now it's not even tweaking names and
Yeah.
location. It's just what childhood franchise do we copy and paste over this?
Pretty
yeah,
much.
and then just tweak it so we don't get sued.
Yeah.
And if it's not actual developers that'll do it, it's like fans.
See, I didn't mind when fans did it, because then you can ignore fan works
Yeah, it's true.
and follow just the main works. But when it becomes popular enough that it's actually starting to get into the mainstream,
That's when it gets annoying.
then it starts to get annoying. And the only way you can save yourself is if you have interesting lore and plot.
Yeah. Because with, say something like The Simpsons, I'm like, not much lore there.
Yeah, but we can make a dozen horror Simpson things.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. And actually, an interesting experiment I wanted to do was, what if we turned Mr. Dress Up into a horror? How would we do it?
Ooh.
So I had a baseline for this. I was like, so Mr. Dress Up is the serial killer.
Yeah.
His tickle trunk is full of the skins of his victims that he wears
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
as part of his dress up.
I mean, let's be honest. When he would talk, it'd be almost like, oh wait, no, I'm thinking of Mr. Rogers. Never mind.
Yeah, wrong idiot.
Yeah.
Wrong childhood grandpa.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hate him, neighbor.
Mr. Rogers can also be its own
Yes.
horror
Yes.
if you really wanted to.
Oh, yes.
Like, that's the thing, is like, I look at some of the childhood shows and I was like, okay, I can see why you would think you can make that a horror.
Come into my house and visit. No.
But there's a few that I'm like, those are sacred. You shouldn't tamper with those.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Then again, when have they ever listened?
No.
No.
If we can come up with a clever idea, quote unquote,
We're gonna do it.
yeah, we're gonna make it into something.
Yeah.
So the original question was, what's sacred to you, personally?
Yeah.
If I'm being honest, like, I don't care what they do.
Yeah. Because I'm a horror buff, I don't mind seeing my favorite things turn to horror.
Right?
If I don't like it, I just won't watch, really.
I just pretend it doesn't exist. Yeah. That's all you have to
Yeah.
do. But I keep seeing, like, the same setup for every one of these.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, enough is enough. Let's move on to something different or unique. Or
That is fair.
if you're going to go this route, at least do something different.
Right?
Sit into the same tired bowl.
Yeah.
You always do.
And then the other thing I noticed is that a lot of the stuff is getting merchandise. And not just, like, off the websites. I can go to Walmart now and find Huggy Wuggy, a character from Poppy's Playtime, in the toy aisle.
That
Wow.
is
Interesting.
impressive.
That is
Yeah.
very impressive for a developer like that to get merchandise in a franchise store.
Yeah.
Right?
That's interesting.
'Cause, yeah, I understand fan shirts. There's fan shirts of everything out there. But
Oh,
like,
yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, I was like walking down the aisle. I was like, "Is that Huggy Wuggy? Why is he in Walmart? What?"
What is reality?
Yeah,
Like, you just want to wait and see, like, a mom is going to buy one for the little kids. Like, don't.
Yeah.
You don't know what that really is.
yeah, exactly. Oh, I imagine. I was like, so how many kids bought this because it looks cute or friendly, not knowing what the source material is?
Right?
And is this a bear that talks?
No, not really.
Okay.
It's a tall, lanky, blue thing with a big, goofy smile. Like,
Okay.
outside of its horror form, it does look kid-friendly.
Okay.
Yeah. Or for one, I guess.
Yeah, no, it's got large, jagged teeth.
I guess we could tell why they made the cute version.
Yeah, oh, of course. But I laughed. There's like a little feature, like a button that changes its facial expression to the horror form, and like it's just not showing until the kid presses something.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm all about traumatizing kids.
Yeah, so you all time for that.
Yeah.
Sorry, but there's not much on the movie scene, which is actually kind of surprising me that a lot of movies aren't going this route.
No.
Yet.
Yet,
Yes.
says Cody, and I agree. It feels like it's one of those things that a game tells it better than a movie could.
Right?
Yeah. That is fair.
Because survival horror bases around the character's perception of
Yeah.
being in first person. Because otherwise you're doing a lost film movie with these franchises, and those are very hit or miss.
Yeah.
I mean, I was like the Scooby-Doo Boy Rich parody.
That's pretty funny.
Yeah, that was good.
And as a skit, those are fine.
Yeah.
But, like, we're talking full-on,
No, you
full-length
cannot.
movie.
No, stuff like that. And plus, I think the reason why, like, some of these ones that they're doing now, like Winnie the Pooh and there's even the Steamboat Willie one.
Yeah.
That's all the only reason why these have come now out because public domain.
Yeah, the character's now public domain,
Yeah.
so we can do this.
Yeah.
And not get sued out of our houses.
Yeah.
And the reason why the horror indie games are getting away with it is because it's tweaked enough that it's not from the same source material.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It just has a very vague, close name.
right?
Yeah. That is fair.
So our final thoughts on this, mine are just, it's getting out of hand, but if you want to make a horror indie game based around a childhood franchise,
Do it right.
do it right.
Yeah.
It's fine. I'm not going to be angry at you for the idea of that.
I'll be angry at you for doing the same tired bull crap every day.
Yes. And changing up gameplay mechanics isn't exactly enough in my mind.
You can jump this time. Yay!
Oh, they're getting crazy with some of them.
Oh god.
Like, the hand pack in Poppy's Playtime is fine. I'm trying to remember any of the Garden of Bands, but it changes every so often.
Oh.
But as long as you stop adding new mechanics to solve puzzles in your game,
That's fair.
yeah. It's like, oh, in this game you have a hand that makes you jump higher. In this one you have a flare gun because you need to light up the room.
Right?
In this one it conducts electricity, so you have to connect cords now with your arms.
Oh, gee.
Oh my god.
Those are just 3 of the mechanics in Poppy Playtime. Which is fine, but I was like, that's going to get out of hand quickly, so I hope you're coming to an end.
I
Right?
hope so too.
Yeah.
Oh my god. I thought you were kidding about those last 2.
Yeah. So with that, though, we will call the episode here. So thank you all very much for listening in. And until next time, have a good one.
Dang it.
Peace out.